Greetings, most honorable guests and masters of the martial arts. I am Travis.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Big Los.
Yeah.
And this is CTE, and this is going to be an experience for
you.
So here we go. I got some music for today.
I wear a mean dark pair of shades. And you can't see my eyes unless my head is bent. You dig?
We fly, no lie, you know it's swollen, foreign rise, outside, it's like show is.
We stay fly, no lie, and you know this. Hips and thighs, oh my.
Walking paper, I vibe big cars, A-fly rides to drive in my garage, stay sky high, fly with the stars, G4 flights, 80 grand large.
Alrighty then, people.
Trey said, we ballin'.
Yeah, you know, that's We Fly High. And it's apropos because pretty much none of us were at home this weekend and we were all flying somewhere else. So
Yes.
there we go. So that's the little subtle hint to the music. I had to figure something out. I was struggling. But how was you guys' week? Your weekends? All that good stuff.
I'll go. My weekend was good. I had a conference down in Florida, after school summer camp conference. It was good. A lot of good information. I was able to bring some of my teammates down, and they got a lot of good information. So it's ready to kind of rock it out and put the stuff. You know, you get all the information, but if you don't implement any of it, it doesn't help you. You know what I mean? So
The right info don't matter without implementation.
yeah. So I mean, overall, I've been pretty good as far as like putting stuff into work. You know, so just staying on that grind.
Yeah, that's cool. But what I want to know is, did your son's team win?
No, they lost.
They
lost. Yeah, they lost.
I was thinking about that all weekend too.
I want to they won.
They lost. I think it was like 17-0 too. So like it was a defensive grind out type of game. They made some mistakes. The other team capitalized on it from what they told me. So ideally, if he'd have won, I was supposed to be going to Arizona this weekend. So now that he didn't win, I'm going to be going to Arizona on Thursday.
What part of Arizona?
Scottsdale.
Have you been out there before?
I've never been to Arizona before.
Yeah, I literally just left there. Scottsdale is fun. How long are you gonna be there?
Till Sunday.
When you go out, you go out Friday?
Thursday.
May have a spot for you. Is what it is, but it really depends. I'll let you know about it. But it was fun, man. I guess that'll lead into mine. I was in Arizona last week, in Phoenix and Scottsdale and Tempe and all those other places. I kind of bounced around into different areas. I caught up with Terrence Alford.
Oh, nice.
Caught up with T. We had lunch. Yeah, he's down there. He's living down there doing personal training and stuff. And I think he might be teaching a little bit. I don't know. And he's doing some stuff with cryptocurrency and NFT stuff. So he's doing a whole bunch of different stuff down there. So we had a long conversation, about 3 hours. Yeah. I caught up with somebody else from that I grew up with in karate, and I didn't go to sleep flying back. So I'm in Salt Lake City now. I stayed up all night until like 4 a.m. that Friday night. And then, that Saturday morning, I guess, and then I literally just slept here all Saturday. We'll say this. If y'all saw some of the things I did do last Tuesday, which is pretty cool. I got to see the Phoenix. I went to the Suns game again.
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. So that was my week. I was hyped. I'm still hyped off of that.
I would be too. My man, you said courtside.
Yes, courtside. I heard everything.
Courtside.
51 elbow. No, hey Jay, I'm gonna be back door. I'm going back door. I heard all of it. I was sitting there cracking up laughing, just watching it. I heard Devin Booker cuss the ref out. I was sitting there. Like, the whole thing was just dope, man. It was just a good experience, man.
Yeah, it looked like a great.
Yeah, it looked really cool.
Yeah, it was dope, man.
Like, it's crazy. I was like happy for you. Like,
yes,
it wasn't like it was like
there wasn't no bitterness, but it was like, man, that's cool. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I was living through the moment with you.
It's a funny thing how life works. I'm not gonna get into the details of it, but something happened on Monday that I didn't really talk about, and I was a little down. So for that to happen literally the next day, it just took me to a whole another stratosphere, and I was just kind of like, yo, this is wild. I have no idea how life works, but it works in a certain way that, certain things happen. So, all right, Chris, I saved you for last on purpose.
On purpose.
On purpose, because we can be talking about where you were this weekend.
Right.
So, but anything else happened during the week? No. Yes.
No, not really. Just preparing for the weekend. Making sure everything at the studio was, on the right path and on the right track, which obviously it was because my wife's a rock star. So, I mean, that's how that goes. But now this, before we do that though, I did want to remind our viewers, since we haven't let them know, we are sponsored by the Virtual Fight Tour, who has just dropped a couple of announcements.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah. You didn't see?
What they announced, Chris?
They announced a team match. Youth teams. Again, Battle of the Dojos. Team Bins versus Team Next Level.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Hey, Chris, when can we watch this?
We watch this on the 20th of this month.
Oh, 12 days away. Well, 11 days away when you're listening to this.
11 days because it's Tuesday now, technically, when you're hearing me and us and Los and Trav and everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So just dropping that. And there's, obviously the Robbie fight. Robbie and James Port. Oh, no. Listen.
He called it the Robbie fight.
The other junior fight. My bad. This one is this was exciting. I like these dudes, but yeah, Andres Espinosa from Team Next Level versus Oscar Garcia from Team Velocity. Man, this is a 3-rounder. This gonna be a good fight. But this, yeah, if y'all don't know these two young men, I'm sure Los probably doesn't. They're dope.
And Los just got the head.
They're dope. Oscar's won grands, so it's small and tall divisional grands for 16-17. I think every tournament that he's been to, I know every tournament that I've seen him at. He did it at Diamonds. He did it at US Open, I believe. I want to say he did it at Battle too. I don't remember. I'm not 100% sure about Battle, but I know he did it at the Open and at Diamonds. And Andres is a dope fighter as well. So like, a big good fight. So this is stacking up to be a good card. Yeah. Lightweight teams, underbelts. We're getting everything.
That is essentially next weekend, not this weekend coming up, but next weekend.
Yes.
That is next weekend, people, next Saturday. So make sure you get your tickets. Go to VFTTV.myEventex.com. Y'all see how we doing out here?
Yo, Red DNC in this joint. Pitching it back and forth. Yeah, you know what I mean? But the rest of that was my weekend was tournament related. Actually, I flew out for my good friend Jack Felton, Iceman International, his inaugural event. He had a tournament in California from Valley on a Sunday. So yeah, that was it. I flew out to Cali on Friday, and we did all the setup and stuff on Saturday. Kicked it, hung out. Where
was it at? It looked like it was at a gym, right?
It was at a high school. Yeah, Jack's high school. The high school.
Jack's high school.
Yeah, where he went to high school.
That's dope. Yeah, to go back to your old high school and actually have your event there. I don't know who else does that. I don't know how many other people actually do that. I know I've never thought about it until you literally just said that. Like it was at his high school. Like for him to go back there and do an event there, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought about it. I thought that was pretty dope.
Yeah, that is. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get into the rundown of this event. Who just give us the ambiance of the event, especially since it's his first tournament.
Man, I was like I said, I was there to help out, so I wore many hats. So I was out there for registration to begin with. To be honest with you, I was helping out in charge of registration. But he had a bunch of people. Like he had 200 pre-register. And then
nice.
a ton. It seemed like a ton at the door. I didn't even count them, but there was the stack of registration papers that I had to keep giving to Cooper a couple times. Was the Steve Cooper a few times was ridiculous.
So let me ask you this:
Yes.
I remember during the pandemic, Cali has been shut down for the most part.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they've had tournaments out there recently.
I would imagine they've had one or two. Yeah, I know Muhammad had one not too long ago. Yeah, there's been a couple so far.
There's been a couple. So it's so people kind of been craving for an event, and then
yeah.
Okay.
And it being at this time of the year, and it being Jack, and it was a pretty big event, man. Especially like I was with Jack and I were talking on afterwards. We were gonna get you something to eat about how he was really happy with how it was 200 pre-reg, like in California. It was good. There was a bunch of people. There's good fighters. People from NorCal came up. There were people from Wyoming, Colorado, the Reno area. The Ambas and stuff were there. So like,
was a real quick question: was it a part of a sanctioning body? Was it like the league?
I think it was with the league.
Okay, cool.
Steve Cooper, who runs Long Beach Internationals now, took that over. He was there and helped out a lot too. So like at Matt's down, like it was a really well done event. We got to the open weight. There were I think like 11 or 12 people I think in the open weight division at a regional event, ranging from, and Texas was in the building because that's who won. They pretty much won the whole gambit of adults. And they're all there.
I guess we'll get into all of that.
Yeah,
I was like, okay,
we get there. But no, the first timers divisions everything started pretty much on time. It ran real well. We had a taco man out front. It was good. Like it was good.
Taco man.
Yeah.
I've never actually
SoCal.
I think only time I've ever competed in Cali probably was compete. Yeah, I think so.
Ontario? Was it when it was in Ontario?
It was in Ontario. Yeah. I'm trying to think if I've ever competed any other time because I don't think I've ever. I never have gone to the Northern California and competed.
So no Golden Gate, like none of that when y'all did NBL and stuff.
No, we always stayed off the West because we kept doing everybody when we were SES. A lot of the events were paying for us to come out.
Yeah.
And so they just kind of, it was kind of like,
I remember those days.
Yeah. So they were like, no. So you come here. So we kind of ran the gamut of how many places.
Who was paying for us to come? That's where we went. Yeah.
No so that's the real reason why we ended up NBL, to be honest with you. Prior to that, when we started SCS, it was supposed to be going back and forth, fight on any league.
But y'all got a better deal. And
they said, hey, come and pay for, you're going to pay for y'all to come here. We want y'all to be, here. And then, so we just kept going there.
That's kind of makes business and makes dollars and makes sense.
Yeah. So,
But
all right, continue.
Like I said, everything started real well. They did first timers. It was a regional event, man. They had a bunch of kids, a bunch of people there. He had really cool awards for first, second, and third. He only gave out first, second, and thirds. Right. And he gave out rings. A gold ring, a silver ring.
Did they fight for third?
What?
Did they fight for third?
Yeah. If you want third, you fight for third.
Sometimes you get
no 2/3.
Get 2/3. Okay.
There are no 2/3.
All right. So
first, you heard what I say. We gave out first, second, and third place trophies. Rings.
All right, cool.
Rings.
Because I was gonna say it's not. If somebody gets fourth, you lost twice, and you probably shouldn't even get anything because the person who got fifth didn't even lose twice.
Yeah, but first, second, and third. That's what you got. You want a third?
What you say, Los?
I said you stupid. First they got fifth, didn't even lose twice. You lost twice.
Oh yeah, that was the thing with us. You can get anything else, but you cannot get fourth. We would get dogged if we got fourth. All right, you're the only person in the division to lose twice.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the, yeah. You better not walk around with a fourth place.
I never even thought about it like that, but that's hilarious.
Right. All right. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, there were good juniors and there were good adults. The fights were action packed.
What happened in forums?
There's some people there doing forums.
You didn't pay attention. You don't remember?
I was running around at that point. I know Powell won adult forms. He did a traditional form. He did Japanese Okinawa forms. He's very good.
Nice.
That's actually how I started working with him. I started working with him with the Japanese forms. Honestly, he's very good. And then I can't remember the dude's name from 10th Degree Weaponry. He won. I think he won weapons. And then I don't know who won grands. To be honest with you, I was bad about that one. I was judging.
He posted anything?
He probably did.
I think he did. I saw him post something about a young lady who had won.
That was the girl who won women's, maybe.
They had tag teams?
They had listen, come on, I'm trying to
All right. I'm just
and there's a clip of somebody doing it right. Like they practiced, like they knew it was gonna be a division and they practiced.
Wait, whoa.
Like they was tag teaming like it was in the WWF. You know, when you still had the little rope that you had to put your hand in and hold on to when you was in the corner.
Yeah.
That was moving, boy. It was pretty good.
Okay, and this can't be the same Q.
It's Quinn from Virtual Fight Tour.
Okay. Because it said Q from Dumb Loud, so I'm thinking.
No.
That's not Q.
QJ. No. That's not. That's not Marcus. No.
All right. Okay, junior form.
Listen, that would have been one of the things I led with if he was there fighting.
Look,
listen,
I'd have been like, hold on.
Q was that was one of my favorites. That was we fought each other. Like that dude was dope.
Yeah, that was my guy, man.
You looking for it now?
Yeah, I'm looking to see if somebody posted about who won forms. I see a lot of the fighting.
Junior forms.
Mr. Gypsy Man.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Yes, sir. But I'm trying to see if anybody posted anything about it. It's a lot of pictures of people with Jack, but yeah, I don't see anything
fighting.
And one more time, before I forget any further, but happy birthday, Mike Gibbs. His birthday was yesterday.
Oh,
part of the Martial Arts Network. So you didn't.
Also, I got to give this shout out since you did that. It kind of reminded me. Saturday before the tournament is Jack's anniversary.
Yeah. That's what threw me.
I was sitting at the house and I was just like, I saw the post and I was like, wait, it's your anniversary today, buddy? He was like, oh yeah. Like, so what are y'all doing? Like, y'all want me to watch Jackson? Like, what are y'all doing? Oh, we can set up the tournament and probably get some food. Like, all right, cool.
We'll do something when everybody.
Yeah, they did. They probably did something after or gonna.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I was like, all right, that's cool.
All right, go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, fighting divisions were good. The open weight division had guy Tim from Colorado, Mason from Wyoming, this dude Mike, I think he's from Colorado too. Powell, MJ Amba, Quinn, this kid from Kenji, his his man from Kenji's. There was a few other people in there, and then Tice Talbot from Gypsy was there.
Gypsy Man,
it's the Gypsy Man, yeah. Now that I'm gonna shout out that whole family. All three of them kids can fight.
The Talbots,
two brothers, the Talbots, yeah, them kids can fight, and they don't just do point. Like they fight.
They're from Texas, so I would not expect them to only do point.
Right. But so Tice came out of that as the open weight winner. And then in the divisions, one of the students, Calvin from World Champion Karate from Raymond and Steve Horse's school, he won the lightest weight class. Tice won the weight class above that. Powell won, and Terry Lee Atkins won heavy. So then it was the four of them and then it ended up being Tice beat Powell, and then Tice fought Terry Lee at the end, and they did a 2-minute round, and Tice won that as well. So he won.
How was the Tice and Powell fight? How was that fight?
Experience. Honestly, Powell's good. Powell's got to make a few adjustments. We all were talking to
who were the judges in the Powell fight.
Me. The judges. Listen, we had.
Yeah. Go ahead and tell them the judges.
Open weight judges was Jamie Matthews, old team Kanai, and y'all know Jamie. Jose Pacheco, Mike Pombero, me, and Raymond Daniels. So those were our fighting judges.
You're not gonna get a better fight. I mean, that's just experience. That's a good 5 judges. Like you're not really going. That's just.
And then Sean Dumlau would step in when Raymond would step out because Powell is fighting.
Out of that, you don't question a lot that happens in that. You know,
there were no audible questions. There was nobody going, "That's a bad call."
Does that happen a lot in Cali?
Those judges?
No. Just in general, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, they be eating the those kind of dudes you can eat alive. They eat them alive. No. Because you got some of the schools in Cali from Compton and whatnot. So like they're gonna get in you. They're gonna get in. They're gonna get after you if they can. And if you can buckle, if they can buckle you, they absolutely will.
Los, what's that face you made?
What face?
You made kind of a face. I'm trying to understand the face that you were making there.
I wasn't making a face.
You were making a face.
I was. I don't think I was making a face. I was not making a face. I did not. You said that no one complained about those judges?
Not audibly. I said not audibly. They probably did, but they didn't complain out loud like, what was that? Like there was really none of that.
Is Travis frozen right now?
I don't know. He making that goofy face though. Right? He was frozen.
Yes, I was 100% frozen.
Well, why are you making that face, Travis? The face is not moving, Travis? Why are you making that face?
Yeah, I was frozen, sirs. And I was like, you know what? Skip this. I'm getting off this internet, this hotel internet. Let me switch to my hotspot real quick. I already had it already pulled up just in case. And there's be internet. Anyway, all right, Chris, keep going.
But yeah, Tice looked good. He pushed when he needed to push. He kicked when he needed to kick. Like, I mean, he made the better adjustments on the day. And all of his fights, really, he kind of controlled the pace. He did a really good job. He looked good.
Outside of Tice, did you see anybody that just kind of caught your eye?
MJ looked okay. Quinn looked okay. They looked like they hadn't like really competed or were planning on competing a lot. They might have been shutting down for the year, and then we're like, we got to go to Jax. The Michael kid, what is his name? It's gonna bother me now.
Jackson?
What?
Jackson?
No, not Jackson. What?
Jordan?
Jones?
Yeah.
Maybe. It was something with a J, I thought.
Yeah, Mike Jones.
No. Who?
What is that?
Tyson?
Who?
Tyson?
No. Jordan? Tyson? No, we're not getting there. But this dude Mike, he was pretty good. He made it to the finals against Tice in the open weight division, and then I think he lost to him again in regular point division because they're the same size. But he was pretty good. Tim did a good job too. From Colorado. Sorry about forgetting y'all's last names, but they did a pretty good job. For me was there were about like 1, 2, 3, 4 18 to 35-year-old women, 1 35+ woman, and 1 50+ woman. So there were a few fights for the ladies. The young lady Alondra, Deirdre, she was good. She was by far the best of the young ladies that were there at the event. Did well. She was the only one signed up for the open weight division, but she won her division, and then the next 3 fights or 2 fights for the overall grands. I judged that over in the other ring as well. So Yeah, they did. I mean, it was a really good event for what I was out there for judging. What I saw, people were very happy. You know,
What about tag team?
listen, that's what we're getting into. Teams, tag teams. Jack made a couple of these dudes like, nah, y'all are fighting tag team. Nah, y'all are fighting tag team. No. Keep your gear on. Y'all are fighting tag team. Nah, because it was like originally, I think there was like one team signed up. And I was like, all right, pal, if you want to do it, I'll fight tag team with you.
Pardon me?
My original game plan was because Jamal was supposed to come down from NorCal, but he just moved back up home up to NorCal and got a new job. So that was going to be a tricky one. You're like, hey, I just started. Can I leave for the weekend? That don't really go well. So he didn't get to come down. But originally that was going to be the game plan. Me and Jamal were going to fight tag team. And I think that would have been fantastic. But they tag anytime, so it wasn't tag on the break only. That's the worst way in the world to do it. There were Tim and Mason actually had it set up to where they'd be cutting an angle and they'd move and they'd show the tag, and the fighter would follow the one guy after he already made the initial tag, and the other guy came in and blitzed him from the corner angle or from the back while he was chasing the other guy. So it was nice to see somebody understanding how to actually utilize tags and to do that. Now, if they would have moved around the ring a little bit more and the rest of it, but it was fun to see that, because you saw people who weren't really sure and they just tagged when they were like, if the momentum was off and they were down 2 points, and they would just go over on the break and tag somebody, and then to see the other team going, nope, cut the angle, tag, duck, jump over, bang, bang. That was fun to watch.
So was that the most exciting division at that point?
For me, yes, but no, for the crowd, it was.
So did you and Powell fight?
No, we didn't fight.
Oh, okay.
I didn't fight. I didn't fight at all. I just helped out. Should have fought. I should have fought. I'm so mad I didn't fight. I'm so mad. But the thing behind that was, Powell was going to be the young guy, and he'd do well, and he'd probably take it. He should. And then the cards didn't unfold that way.
Who was his judges? The toughest judges that have probably the highest, hold him to the highest standard. So when he ain't doing something that they don't like, they don't call his points.
No. He didn't take off. No. It wasn't that I don't think it was because anybody was being harsh on the calls. I think it was just I just think Tice had the better game plan and executed the better game plan through the match. He stuck to it.
Question: what was the other kid's name from that trains with Powell that did the virtual fight tour?
James.
Did he come out and fight? No,
he was there helping out. He helped judge and stuff, but he didn't compete. I don't know what he's been up to. Maybe I think he's been at school. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, I was just curious. All right. Anything else from the Iceman Internationals?
Congratulations, Jack. Thanks for having me out. It was a great time.
Yeah, congratulations.
Do it again.
For his first event, man, it looked like he had a real good turnout.
It was a great Listen, it was a great turnout. Like I said,
and Cali needed it too, right? So it's like one of those where, like, especially Southern Cal, right?
Yeah,
so it's good for him.
Are there not a lot of tournaments down in Southern Cal?
I don't think so. Not like how it used to be. The league is more Northern Cal.
The league is predominantly NorCal. They got like Cooper and Muhammad. They got kind of like little leagues and stuff that kind of have some smaller tournaments. You get Compete is one of the bigger ones in the Long Beach Internationals when they have it, the years that they have it again. But I mean, those are kind of like your bigger events. There's some little ones at the gym, the high school gyms and stuff. I think one Surf City.
Surf City?
Yeah, they do it. It's at a high school, like right across from the beach.
Southern Cal. So I mean, Surf City sounds about right.
I think it's in Huntington or right outside of Huntington.
When you have something called Surf City, are they giving away like surfboards and stuff?
I think they had plaques with surfboards on them. I mean, it's a regional event. It's not like a huge 400 or 500 person one where you're going to give out those kind of awards. I don't think.
I mean, for a grand champion, I
mean, could.
They did. Battle of the Beach.
Battle of the Beach.
See?
There's a couple tournaments like that.
Did you get a surfboard, folks? Oh.
No.
Yeah, just no. I'm leaving that alone.
I'm not asking any further questions.
Nope, not asking.
I never won a surfboard either.
Nope.
I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with a surfboard living in New York anyway, but
Hang on your wall.
yeah, what am I
Yeah,
doing?
exactly. I didn't know how big they were until I saw them when I was in Hawaii,
Yeah,
and they had
Which
them. They were
ones?
like,
Longboards. They got longboards and shortboards, my guy, and skimboards.
it was these big ass surfboards that were on the side of the beach that they locked up. They literally locked them up. I didn't. It's like, this is
Ryan
kind of wild.
Hubley brought a surfboard to freaking Costa Rica with us,
Yes, he did.
and we'll go out every morning to go freaking surf.
Every morning and sometimes in the afternoon.
It was like, Lo, should you come with me? Like, first of all, 6 a.m. I don't do. Second of all, I don't go in the water with ocean and sharks and all that type of stuff. Not happening. No.
Thank you.
Not happening.
Angel asked me
There
that
wasn't an
last
extra
week.
wetsuit. It was too cold out there for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Angel asked that last week. He's like, "Did you go out in the ocean?" I'm like, "No."
Say it again?
He's like, "Why?" Angel asked me if I went to the ocean.
I
said,
heard what
no.
you said. I heard you said.
Yeah, I said no.
I knew the answer to that
Yeah,
question.
I'm like, why would I go? He was like, wait, can you? I said, I can swim, but I can't. I'm not doing out that. I'm not going out there
You
to
should have said, when was
that.
the last time you went surfing?
Yeah, I'm not doing all that, man.
Nah, I ain't having it.
I
I'm not
guess
touching no, it's moving. That water is moving, and it can move you.
Yeah.
And I don't need to. I don't need to be fighting.
You're gonna paddle all the way out there and just sit there and just wait and hope the wave that comes in is gonna bring you back in. And then you're gonna go all the way back out and do it again. It reminds me of sledding. You go all the way up the hill, and then
Just
you
slide
go
down.
all the way down, and you turn around and you go all the way up the hill again and do it again. Nah,
Yeah. That's fun.
Chris, do you surf?
Yes.
Look at it. Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know if they. I didn't know how much of it.
We have small waves. We have
Yeah, like-
smaller waves, but yeah, we surf.
who surfs?
Chris,
I surf.
it shouldn't really shock
You live in
you.
Atlanta. You live in Georgia. Where are you surfing at?
When I'm down from Florida, hurricane season are the best waves in Florida.
But you like from Orlando, Florida, right?
No, I'm from the beach. I lived 15 minutes, like 20 minutes from the beach. It was like a 40-minute bike ride. You got to go up and down the bridge. But no.
I'm not a beach kid. I'm a
Cocoa Beach, man. Jellyfish stings, alligators. No. Like Florida.
Okay, all right. My bad.
You go to any like hometown like diner and you get this like placemat that's got Florida, and that's what you see. Space shuttle, alligator, beach. That's us.
Space shuttle, alligator, beach.
That's it.
All right. I'm from Detroit, man. Hey, let me say this. okay?
Bricks and needles. I mean,
Let me say
You
this.
said needles. That's fucked up.
Let me say.
wrong.
listen, when I went to
No,
Detroit,
you
it was
said
sketchy.
needles. That's messed up. Now, how you gonna come?
You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to say
That's
something
wrong.
about this. That's why I
Oh,
wanted to say
man.
something about this. Let me say this.
This dude.
Let me
Said
explain
bricks
something.
and needles.
Hey, people. Salt Lake City is ugly. All right.
It's ugly as Seattle.
Portland is ugly. All right. So many people talk about Detroit and how ugly it is. Let me just explain something to y'all. Detroit actually looks better than some of these cities that I've been in, like Portland, Oklahoma City, Utah. Salt Lake City. Yeah, this is a backdrop, but yeah, these cities are not that pretty, man. Like when you got a Motel 6 downtown, it's just like, yo, fam, it's not that really upscale here, sir. It's not that great, but we take the hit.
They leave the light on for you.
I'm just saying these cities don't be looking the greatest, but we take hits and we got these stereotypes against us. But it is what it is. I get it.
Yeah, Chris just hit you with a stereotype that was.
Exactly. And these people be out here. Well, the Mormons, I don't know, but Portland, them some druggies.
Mormons, you don't know.
Oh, listen, because all that's legal there.
Portland is some-
Everything is
Portland
like
is some
legal
druggy.
there. Nah, that's crazy. That's sketchy to me. Nah,
Hey.
not really. Not really.
I was like,
It's not legal. It's just decriminalized.
You said Amsterdam.
No,
Oregon.
Portland and Oregon, right?
Yeah.
It decriminalized like everything.
Yeah, everything.
Like everything. You have whatever you want.
Yeah.
You might pay like a city fine or something like
I
that.
will say everything around here on the West Coast is like it's legal here.
I don't know.
It's
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna leave all that alone.
Yeah, right. All right. All right. What else we got to talk about, man? We got anything else?
There were a bunch of events though.
It's actually a lot of stuff that actually happened this past week, man.
There was a ton of events. So
We had some passings which was wild.
Yeah.
I think one was J. Pat Burleson.
Yep.
Was that this week or was that last? I mean, that was last week. We had that. We had him, and shout out to Inside Scoop. They did a good job of covering that. His passing, but then there was another one that kind of hit everybody by surprise. Jeez, I'm trying to find his name because I didn't know the young brother
from AKAs.
Yeah.
I didn't know him personally either.
Ryan, I don't want to mess up his name. Who's a co-captain on the team, aka Ryan Siapa. Yeah, a vehicle hit him while he was on his motorcycle. He spent 84 days in a coma on a ventilator and severe head trauma. And then that's the crazy thing. He got well. He was recovering. They sent him home. He had woken up. He was doing everything right. And the day before, he had to get his trach removed from his throat. I think something became lodged in it, and his trachea became clotted, and he went without oxygen for 29 minutes. That was the day before, and so they called 911, and he's brain dead right now. Well, he was. So I that's just disheartening, man. Like seeing something like that because he was very, very young. He was not an old person. He was a young man. So yeah, they said their final goodbyes 2 days ago. But he was a organ donor. So because of that, they are donating some of his organs. They said that his heart is going to a 33-year-old female in Indiana. His lungs are going to a 61-year-old male in Chicago. And his liver is going to a 50-year-old man in Kentucky. So in his passing, he just saved 3 lives. So that's disheartening. So rest in heaven, Ryan. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to segue out of that. That's just okay. How you doing over there, Los? This episode.
I'm good.
All right, let me ask. So we need something uplifting. Tell us something that you took from the thing you went through this week.
Summit.
The summit. There we go.
I think I put it in my post. Is that every time you level up, you create a new average. To not allow myself to get comfortable with my new average and to keep leveling up to another average, right? So what happens is you reach a certain point and then you start getting comfortable. Instead of allowing myself to get comfortable, I want to keep leveling myself up. So I find a new comfort level and I just kind of keep. So that's kind of what I think I took from it the most. Like I said, I've done a few of these already. So some of the stuff was kind of repetitive. I don't want to say repetitive, but it was a little bit repetitive. But every time I went, it was like when I went this time, it was like I was going from the state that I'm in now, not the state that I was in the last time I went.
Right. Mm-hmm. So you're ready to receive more and new information and
from this, but I'm receiving from from the perspective of where I'm at now, not where I was, even though it's kind of some of the information is kind of the same.
Right.
It's not just kind of just so that was probably my biggest takeaway.
How often do you go to these?
They have probably 3 a year. But like next year, I'm going to do some outside stuff. So they had Michael Burnoff there. Michael Burnoff is a communication specialist. So I used to follow him back in the day, and it was kind of good to hear him speak again. So I kind of got back in his circle of people and stuff, or his stuff that he does. So I'm looking to do some more outside the industry type events. So it's
outside of the industry, outside of the martial arts industry, or outside of that organization.
Outside of the martial arts industry itself.
Okay.
This weekend is another martial arts industry thing, but they're going to have a lot of people outside the industry. So it's Adam Kiefer's Relentless event. Actually, Jotty's going to be down there speaking too. So, but it's gonna be it's a lot of out of the not just martial arts, it's kind of business, right? So I want to do more of that next year. Some people I was with this past weekend, they're going to Tony Robbins this weekend. I guess he's in Florida. So I would love to go to something like that. Me and Ray did the Grant Cardone a couple years ago. That was really cool. It just gives you a different perspective. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. But that was my biggest takeaway, was to create a new average for myself.
All right. So do you think you'll continue, like, instead of going 3 times a year, do you think you should try to cut back 2, going twice, because you said you found it kind of repetitive?
I think I'll go. I'll probably do the 2. Well, I get a VIP day too, so it's like a VIP with the organization. It's like me and like 12 other like school owners ourselves, right? So that's even more in detail. Like I'm bringing my numbers, I'm bringing my books, I'm bringing all my stuff, and we're kind of looking at what I'm doing. Everyone's kind of analyzing what they're doing. So I'll do that. And then like really like the event, sometimes I take my team, so they can have a different perspective of what we're doing in the actual business itself. You understand what I'm saying? So I'll probably do 2 a year.
Okay. All right. You reminded me of something.
What's that?
I want to say congratulations to Ross Levine for crossing that boundary. He is now a married man. So congratulations to Ross and Maddie. Yeah. All right. Well, guys, I figured this would be a short one. I didn't really have too much to say this week. Unless you guys have anything else. You got any insights, Chris, that you don't want to talk about that we don't tell us afterwards or something like that?
No. I mean, there were a couple of events, but I mean, I didn't really pay. I'm not that I didn't pay too much attention to them. Being out at Jack's event. No, but just being out at Jack's event, I had a different focus rather than kind of keeping.
Say what it is. You didn't pay too much attention because you was busy doing something else.
Murphy. No, yeah, I was doing something else. Like Murphy had his event, the Super Fight League.
SFCL Super Fight Championship League.
Yeah. So that looked like it was pretty good from the stuff that I did see, but yeah, you're right, Los. I was busy.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like people gotta understand that.
I be trying to keep up with stuff though, like, but man, I had a rough flight on my way back, man. It was a rough one.
Really?
Yeah, we had to wait when we landed in Atlanta because EMS had to come on because they literally woke up everybody like halfway through, turned all the lights on. It was like, is there any medical professionals on the plane? If you are, I need you to go to row 12, and of course that's like 2 or 3 rows behind me. I'm stuck in the middle between 2 people who are larger than I am, and so they're like leaning over me to see what's going on behind me, and I'm like, cramp this, and it was not.
You were stuck in between 2 fat people. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
that was you saying. Actually, you know what's crazy?
The dude one like fat. Well, he was kind of fat, but he was just like a big dude. Like he was just broad and big. The lady on the other end, that was a big lady, huge lady. If y'all catch the reference, but man, nah.
I will say this. So when I was flying back from Hawaii,
do you fly first class, Travis, or do you fly extra leg room?
I fly. It depends. I fly. What?
Hey, you see how you trying to say it, Chris?
He was like, because there was that one time. There was that one time when they didn't have a first class, so I did take coach the one time. I can kind of play that off the fence and be like, I fly whatever's available.
I'm just curious because you're a tall dude like me, so I'm just curious as to how that works.
I know if it's a long flight, I will fly first class.
Okay.
What's long?
If it's over 4 hours, I'm flying first class.
Okay.
So like when I fly to Detroit on Sunday, I'm flying first class. Like when I flew from Hawaii, I flew from first class. When I flew from Hawaii, I flew to Phoenix. That was first class. Both of them. But when I flew from Phoenix to here, I flew Comfort Plus. So I do the more leg room part because I'm over doing the.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'd be like, man, I'm about to pay this extra $35.
I know. I started paying it. Like, no, I'm flying too much.
Listen, I won't even trip. One time I did fly first class. It was great. Like it was great. Like it was just like, this is what this is like. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I can't do it all the time, but
Dude, it's hard. Once you do it, because I did it from Detroit to Seattle.
Yeah.
And every time from there, it's been hard
To
not to do it.
You just walk past them seats like
that, or you got to come in and you go the other way where everybody was going one way.
Yeah.
You got to go right. You can't go past the curtain. It's like, son. It's not for you.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, man. But it gets to a point where it's kind of like, all right, man, I just need to. I did it because October, I spent way too much money in October. So I'm like, okay, let me sit down because I just spent too much money.
I'm feeling too.
Yeah, I was like, no. Let me sit down.
I took my team down to Florida, and it was just like, it was quite a bit. Like, I mean, it was 4 of us, but you talk about flights, you talk about hotels. I had myself, and I had 2 females too, so they had to have their own room. Then dinner for everybody, rental car, like all that. So it's like it started adding up, and it was good as long as I have a return on investment as far as what they were able to do from it. But yeah, it was October was a tough month, and it's 5 weeks in October too, and we do weekly payroll. So when you have rent from both locations hitting at the same time, that extra payroll coming at the same time,
yeah,
you get a trip.
I can see all that.
So I was like, man, I'll take economy this time.
But yeah, I think I went over because I was in Hawaii plus my birthday, and
you got that bonus pay, so
I was just going crazy, and I looked at it and I was like, man, I really got to fork out all of this. All right, well, not gonna do that. But Chris, you reminded me of something that when I was on the flight from Hawaii, literally we had another 20 minutes just sitting on before we even took off. They had to get somebody. I guess some little kid just started throwing up all over the place. Like, as soon as he got to his seat, he was just all over the place. So they had to kick him and his mom and dad off the flight. Yeah. And but luckily it happened before we even flew off. So they just like, nah, y'all just got to get off.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was. But luckily that was back there. I was in my little pod, so I was like, all right, as long as it don't come up here, I'm good. So it's got a lot of people before it gets to me.
Right.
But yeah,
I'm hoping my flights and stuff down in Phoenix don't start messing up. Like they had flights that was canceled when we got caught up in Charlotte. Like it was like literally like 30 flights that was like delayed, canceled. Like,
well, this is that time of year that you really should almost always fly direct, because this is one of them times of year when everybody starts traveling for like Thanksgiving and Christmas and the holidays and stuff like that.
Yeah,
because you got to go through another city.
Yeah.
They start acting up on you.
I think I'm going to Philly to get to Phoenix.
All right, I ain't care to hear us talk about traveling. All right, because literally, that goes with the music of everything that we had to do. But
it's true.
We was flying high.
Balling.
Whatever, man. You were just on a flight
to Cali.
You know what I'm saying? You
on Spirit for $85 round trip.
You still was flying high, baby. All right, next week we'll be talking about the Virtual Fight Tour, giving our predictions on all those different fights and coming up on Virtual Fight Tour. Make sure you get your tickets if you have not gotten them yet. Get them now. VFTTV.myuventex.com. And so you can see that fight. Support martial artist. All right. Support Jesse. Support Virtual Fight Tour. He had y'all back all this time, so go ahead and support him back, people.
Yeah.
All right. And with that being said, anything else? No? All right. Don't care. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
With it, pop with it, Vertical Jones, mean with the top missing. I'm sitting clean with the bottom kidded. I hopped out, saggy jeans and my rock glisten. But I spent about $8 grand, mommy on stage, doing the ring dance. See that?